Hi guys, welcome back to Universe Within. I'm Lauren Taylor, and this is your second free weekly reading from me. And this is for the sign of Leo and for the week of April 11th through the 17th. I'm sorry, I don't know what I was about to say. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Again, this is for the sign of Leo. Oh, whoa. We'll let that one stay with us. Okay. Sweet. So, for your career and finance, these cards are kind of reading themselves a little bit differently than they normally do for me. We have the Maiden of Fire. It's an Aries card, and we are in our last week-ish of Aries. I think Aries ends on the 19th. And the One of Air. So what I'm feeling is the things that you were wanting to see happen in your life are going to start coming to fruition. You're going to start seeing some of your dreams become a reality maybe in this next week, since it is, I got the Aries card and we have really one more week of Aries left. So maybe this week you're going to start seeing some of the energy that you've been putting out there and the things you've been wanting to happen as far as for career and finances go. You're going to start seeing it actually happen. You're going to see the things that you've wanted, that you've been dreaming about to happen, actually come to light and come into fruition. So you're maybe, getting that job that you wanted, or you're able to make that big purchase that you finally wanted. Or it could be something as simple as you ordered something in the mail and it's coming in this week. It's just, finally feeling like your hard work has paid off. And you're going to really start reaping some of the benefits of all of that energy that you've put into work, into school, into whatever it is that is your career right now. That's cool. You're going to really start seeing your dreams come true. Or if not, you're going to be brought to light on how you can make that happen, on how you can take the steps towards making your dreams come true, or you'll be presented with an opportunity that will help lead you in that direction. So that's really positive, and that's great news. Or it could be that you're just now starting to make plans for the future. You're just now starting to, set your goals for the future, and you're seeing what you actually want and what you need in life, and you are going to be able to start making the steps and going in those directions. So congratulations on that. For health and home, we have Mabon and the elements. So there could be some silly conflict going on at home, and I say silly conflict because of a couple reasons. This card is a silly card to me because those of you who don't know, I'm part of a coven called Moonfire, and we kind of, in the pagan community, there are different ways people celebrate this time of the year, and for some reason my high priestess just really does not love to call it Mabon. So it's just kind of funny to me. I mean, we celebrate it in our own way, but we call it not Mabon. It's just kind of comical. But this at home are people who are working towards the same goal, but they're having some conflict right now. If you see, these girls both have baskets of food. I like to say maybe one has grapes and one has, bananas, and the other person was hoping to kind of get some of what the other person has, but instead of working together, they're just pointing fingers at each other. So really what she could do is change, these fingers to a hand and lift her up out of this rut here and share the resources that she has. But instead of each other helping each other out, they're kind of working against each other. So, but with the elements here, which is the Magician card, it's showing that everything that you need to solve, whatever this is, whatever conflict, or if there is a rut going on in the home somewhere, I don't know, the rut could be anything. It could be something as simple as platonic as okay, we have a leaky roof that needs to be fixed, but we all have our different ways of viewing how it should be fixed. But it's showing that if you can come to a conclusion, you guys have the resources to fix it. You just need to work together to solve the problem, rather than working against each other. It could also be something as deep as some sort of an argument, but it's just whatever it is. There's some sort of rut going on in the home life, that there are the resources there to solve it. It's just everybody needs to start working together instead of against each other. Yeah. As far as health goes, I'm seeing a lot of golds and a lot of green. So I'm thinking that there's not too much going on in the health department. I think just being aware of what you're putting into your body, being conscious of your diet, being conscious of, the fact that there are toxins all over the earth. Anywhere you go, there's toxins. You might need to be careful of how much extra toxicity you're putting into your body, since we're exposed to it so much on a daily basis. So detoxing might be good, or just taking time to revise your daily routine, your daily diet, what you're putting into your body. If there's anything that you do too much that you could do without, as far if say you're a heavy drinker, and we all know alcohol has negative effects on our body when consumed when consumed in high quantities. So if you're a heavy drinker, you have to realize that maybe you don't really do anything else that's super unhealthy, so you think you can get away with drinking really heavily, but we are in a day and age where we can't escape toxicity. It's everywhere. It's in the air we breathe, it's in our water, it's everywhere. So we have to be careful about how much extra shit we're putting into our bodies, because it's harder now to find things that are clean to put in our bodies. It's easier to find toxic things to put into our bodies and into our systems than it is to find clean things and to put into our bodies and into our systems. So make sure you're taking vitamins, multivitamins, so you're getting a full spectrum of everything you need. And that'll already be one step that you could do to help kind of combat some of the toxins that we don't have any real control over. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but it's just be aware of it. Be aware of the balance of nutrition. It's hard to find good, healthy, nutritious foods. So if you're not getting the most out of your diet, then you do need to be taking some supplements to kind of help with that. Okay, so for the romance and love, we have 7 of water and transformation. So for my single Leos, this is somebody who is extremely attractive to people. This could be somebody who is trying to attract everybody but doesn't really want a solid relationship. So you're kind of playing the fields. You want people's attention, but then when they start giving you too much, you're kind of no, don't really need it right now. I'm just gonna be single. I'm cool. But you're still trying to draw people in. So be careful that you're not being too too frivolous like that, and like, you know, being too much of a heartbreaker. I mean, everybody should have fun and do what you want, but be honest with other people. Don't just lead everybody on, and then when it comes down to it, you just kind of break everybody's hearts. Like, let them know that you're looking for a good time, and, you know, at least if you're being honest and they make the decision to stick with it, then you know that you did your part and you let them know how you're feeling every step of the way. This could also be somebody who just came out of a situationship, or a relationship, as I like to call it, and they are, you know, coming out of this dark time and realizing how special and beautiful that they are, and they are going back out into the world with that sort of energy, trying to attract other people, and they are very attractive right now. I mean, this week, you might be careful you're not biting off more than you can chew in the love department, because you're just like on fire this week. You're hot. You are hot, and people are looking at you like you are just an angel, because both of these beautiful ladies here have these gorgeous, like, glowing wings. So I think people are going to be viewing you that way also, which is very cool. Be careful not to be too, like, you can see this girl's kind of got, she's fiery, which, I mean, Leo is a fire sign. So be careful of your fire. Be careful that you're not, she's kind of like, you know, holding your hand out, and she's just, I don't need you, like that, like, oh, thank you, I know you think I'm beautiful, but, you know, careful of that kind of energy, because that can be a little too much sometimes. I mean, definitely feel yourself, be proud of who you are, have confidence, but you don't have to be a big old bitch, you know, about it, basically, which is easy for Leos to do. I mean, being a bitch sometimes is great, but keep yourself in check, keep yourself in balance. There's appropriate times to let your Leo fire bitchy self unleash, and there are times where it's better to hold it back, because it's going to actually, you know, your fire is what makes you attractive, but it's also what makes you unattractive, so you have to keep it in balance this week. And if you are coupled, I think this week is just going to be, there's going to be a new level of passion in your relationship. I think there's going to be a new level of emotional balance, emotional connection, where you're going to see your partner in a new light, and it's a positive light. So your relationship that you're already in might transform for the better this week also, which is very cool. And so for your final outcome and advice and energies and things like that for the week, we have the element of water and Yule. And okay, so this is making me feel like a celebration is in order. So you guys might be celebrating this week. You might be celebrating seeing your dreams come true in your career sector, finances. Maybe you, you got a promotion, or you got a bonus or something, and you're going out and you're celebrating about it this week. Just be joyous in your situation, even if, the only really parts where I'm seeing a lot of conflict is just at the home. It's like you're in a rut of some sorts, and it's not really feeling like it's a heavy, like super heavy rut. I mean, it might be for some people be a really deep rut, but I mean, for the most part, she's not in a very deep rut here. And so I think just being jovial and lighthearted about the situation will kind of help you get out of it. This card is presenting itself as like a changing of the times, or changing of the seasons, or changing of going from one phase to the next. And it could be that somebody else, like an outside force, is going to come in, like not outside force, it's kind of like drastic, but like somebody from the outside is going to come in and give you some advice or give you something. It could be physical, it could be non-physical, but something from the outside that's going to come in and help you go through this transformation that you're going through. I don't feel like it's a huge major transformation. I just feel like it's definitely a change for the better. And you know, I'm not really seeing, the only cards that have another person really in them are these two cards, which are major arcana cards. So it really could be that there is an outside influence or an outside person who can help you go through all this. Maybe you've been trying to kind of like do everything yourself, or maybe you have all these accomplishments happen and you really just want to share them with other people, or maybe there's somebody that's kind of helped you get to where you are but you haven't really acknowledged them yet. Now would be a really good week to acknowledge all the people that have kind of helped you along your way. Or this could be that you're at a point where you're ready to pass down something to somebody else. This is also the coming together of the old and the new. So it could be with this, you know, home conflict here, there could be a conflict. Somebody wants to do something a tried and true way, and another person wants to bring their new perspective in. And where you guys have had conflicts in doing that before, where you guys have butt head on your perspective before, you're now coming together. And it's the coming together of the old and the young, or the coming together of the old and the new to create something better, to create something or to solidify something. And ultimately it's going to solve the problem, and there's going to be some celebration. Sometimes this comes off as like a gossipy card, but this is also a messenger card too. So it could be that there's an outside message, maybe from somebody older, or someone wiser, or somebody who's been down the path before, and they come in and they kind of help you guys solve whatever it is going on, and that causes celebration. Or maybe you get some news from somebody that, you know, gives you cause for celebration. So I don't know, basically what I'm seeing is some sort of a transformation happening this week, moving from, you know, from a darker energy into a lighter energy, seeing the things that you've wanted to start happening or starting to actually come into fruition, and you're giving thanks. You're feeling thankful about it. You're rejoicing about it. You know, yeah. Okay, so I think to clean that message up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and pick a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. And this is good. Okay. Ooh. Ixchel, or I don't know. It is a name that I don't really know how to pronounce. Ixchel, I don't know. But if you know, message me and teach me the pronunciation of this beautiful energetic power here. And it's a medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. And she's like this Aztec lady. And those Aztecian words are really hard to pronounce. So if you know it, shout it out and let me know, because I need to know. You are a channel for divine healing power. Now this kind of goes in with what I was saying. Look at, there's all this green that's coming off of her, and then the gold is still being shown in this card, which green and gold are very heavily themed throughout the reading. So yeah, take all of that energy of the past that was maybe a little darker or was holding you back or keeping you in a rut or whatever it was, and use your own divine power to transform that energy into light. So it's like you're taking all of the gunk and the junk from the past, and instead of letting it hold you back, you're using that to fuel you, to move yourself forward, to heal yourself and to heal others. Also being conscious again of what you're putting into your body, what environments you're putting yourself in. Don't put yourself in toxic situations, and let the healing just kind of flow through you, and be thankful for it. Be thankful, celebrate where you are, and be thankful for all the help that you've received in getting in where you are right now. Okay? Thanks again, you guys, and stay tuned for your reading for next week. If this message didn't really resonate, watch your rising sign and your moon sign, or message me for a personal reading. Thanks, guys. Bye.